Hey folks, I know what you're thinking. Why the hell am I looking at this ugly mug? Where the hell is Brandon? Well, he's out of commission today. Fingers crossed he's going to try to make an appearance. No promises, but we're hoping he can make it for a bit. In the meantime, I've got Benny with me, and between the both of us, we're going to try to fill those big boots. And yeah, they're big boots, but we're going to do our best. As well, we're also hoping that Jenna, original fly gal Jenna, makes an appearance and does some fishing with us today as well. For those of you that have been following the site for a while, you might remember Jenna when she used to come fishing with me as a young kid. Well, she's all grown up, and I'm really hoping that she shows up to have a fish with Pops today. So yesterday we kind of divided and conquered. Brandon and I went one way and Benny went another, and it was for the purpose of doing some intel on a couple of lakes. We had heard some reports, and nothing was verified, and we thought we're going to go out and see if there's some potential for some trophy trout in any of these lakes. And we do that a lot. Sometimes it pans out, sometimes it doesn't. So Brandon and I filmed our day yesterday, so that episode is probably out. You might have seen it. It didn't go great. Well, maybe that's not a good term. It went okay in terms of it was super fun to catch a lot of fish. We were just missing the size. The size was a little bit smaller than we thought, so we're going to put that lake on the back burner for a little while and maybe revisit it in a year or two. Benny, on the other hand, had a little bit better results, and today we're heading back to that lake. It's kind of a deep water crawny thing, so we're really hoping we can find a hatch. It wasn't a great hatch yesterday, it's kind of sporadic, but we're hoping we can find some sort of hatch that localizes some fish and we can get on it, and really looking forward to potentially long lining some lunkers. So, as usual, with these episodes, you're coming with us. So, without further ado, let's get at it. All right. Okay, so we are on the water, and we started out doing what we typically always do: take a cruise, look for fish on the finder, look for moving fish, look for bugs. Hopefully we can find both of those things together, you know, some fish cruising either on the bottom or near the bottom, and some bugs that are popping. Today it might happen, might not, we'll see how it goes. This lake, it's got blackwaters and penasks, and if we manage to hit some of the top age class penasks, could end up being some pretty nice fish. So fingers crossed. We've just set up where we've seen some fish, and we're gonna get strung out, probably start one of us on a naked line, one of us with a bobber, see what we can do. Ben's already casting in the background there. You can see his rod flying behind my head. Yeah, so let's see what happens. Well, that didn't take long. So we had some fish on the bottom, but a lot mid-column, so I think Ben's set to, oh, nice little fatso. I think Benny's set mid-column on his indicator.
20 feet.
20 feet in 30 feet of water-ish.
Early morning shower.
Yep. Oh my. Got my left hand here trying to do this. Okay, it's amateur hour here. Okay.
For real this time.
There we go.
Thank you.
Gorgeous.
Nice fish, eh?
Yeah. Maybe we'll get a sample and stuff and come back. So mostly scuds. One dark pupa, one reddish, almost bloodworm red pupa, just wiggling. Early in the morning, but good to see that they might be coming off the scuds, and hopefully we'll have some strong pupa action. Well, Benny's got another one. They're like little cookie cutter, man. Super strong silver bullets. Okay, get in there. Right on. Look at the shape. These well-conditioned fish, man. We'll get another sample and see if they're picking up on the pupa.
Okay, so this is interesting. Hey, so look at this water. There's not a shuck anywhere, and you can see from our pump here that they're on bottom. They're staging. Some are starting to gas up. Some not so much yet. But I got a feeling we're going to see some good chrony action here in the next couple hours.
So what do folks do then? Like, so you come to the lake, you don't see any signs of a hatch. Why would you even have considered fishing a chironomid right now?
Oh, it's the time of year, and there is literally I've seen 2-3 cases here today, and then we've been here probably almost an hour or more. You just need to get a fish somehow. Meat and potatoes patterns like leeches are a good way. And then you pump your fish and find what you find.
Right on. Yeah, and we have been seeing, like after the first sample, it had quite a few scuds compared to chironomids. Now we caught about 3 or 4 fish, sampled this last one, and what was that, about 100% chironomids? Were there any stable any scuds?
Yeah, I don't see any.
Cool. Okay, yeah. Well, let's catch some more. Okay, so we finally hit, I think, a decent one, not sure, but feels good, hammered it. More and more fish were showing under the boat in the deeper water, so I've lost the bobber. First cast walking it in and just hammered me. So, it just doesn't want to come up. Just at the surface there. Wow, that's a fish.
Even the pros have their amateur hour.
Chunky, nice fish. Now that's what we like to see.
I might have gone right over your line, actually.
And Benny's got another one. Take your time.
Take your time.
Don't horse him. Keep the tip up. Nice.
Oh.
Nice, buddy.
Thank you.
Slabber dabber, dude. Look at that. Oh, yeah.
Well, that seemed like it worked out well. We were marking fish under the boat, but we were a little bit close to the drop-off where we didn't have a lot of room to cast downwind. So we essentially backed up and are now fishing about 28 feet, which was under the boat. And yeah, we've been getting fish pretty regularly. Got what feels like a good one on now, and keep fishing them up.
So every episode we have to have some chaos. Benny's beautiful fish in the net down here. We're trying to get a picture. Just as I line up, my rod goes screaming out of the rod holder. That's what you'd think I would say, but nope, we don't have a rod holder. Forgot them today. So almost lost a rod. Anyways, pulling like crazy. If he's anything like the one in the net, we're gonna have a couple of fatsos in there.
Oh yeah, look at that. Another.
Whoa, come on, baby.
Oh! There you go. Now that's a net full of fish.
Holy. So this is the sample from that last fish, and it looks like they're a little less gassy now. There's still a few in there that are gassed up, but for the most part, or at least half of them anyway, are back to the kind of that brown, reddish brown color. So I think you still have the bright one on, the
yep.
What is it, gray? ASB. Yeah, I think just to see what happens, I'm going to put on a brown crawny. There we go. Just see if we can up the aggressiveness of the takes a little bit. Okay. Back to the bobbers, eh?
Back to the bobbers.
So when Brandon fishes a bobber, he uses straight mono down from the end of the fly line. Is that your call too?
I'm too lazy and I've just strung the whole thing with floral.
So what's that? You use 1 pound strength all the way down?
Oh no, I've got my tapered. It's about a 9-foot taper.
But regardless,
leader.
it's a tapered leader you like to use, and then you add what, 6 pound, 8 pound?
Either or. I'm using 8 pound right now. Honestly, haven't been finding that it makes really much difference.
Brandon doesn't even have a tapered leader. He just goes right from the fly line with straight mono fluorocarbon, typically 8 pound. I tend to go back and forth between the tapered and just the single, or the 6 pound or 8 pound fluoro as well. I don't think it matters, but whatever floats your boat.
Whatever floats your float.
Whatever floats your float. What about on the naked line? Tapered versus non-tapered?
Tapered for sure.
Yeah. You think it makes a difference turning that fly over with the longer leaders?
Yeah.
Yeah. Good.
It's my reckoning.
That's your reckoning.
Well, my accomplice here took a sample, saw a bunch of darker crons again, and went dark, and first cast he's on to another good one.
Doesn't always work like that, but this time no, I don't know.
Ooh, I wonder if you got another one of those 6-year-olds. Holy, what do you got there?
I got this drag cranked up here pretty good, and it's not having much trouble peeling. He's pretty fat. I don't think he's as big as that last one. I've wrapped up a little bit here. So he's not.
Nothing to complain about there.
Lumpy on him. Oh,
Nothing to complain about there. Here, let's see. Oh,
yeah.
let's see that beauty.
Okay. Look at this guy. Jesus. Look at that slob. Let's get him back in the water here. Exciting. Remember, it's probably going to go again. Oh, it's a good fish, Chin. Oh, I couldn't get him. I couldn't get him. Let him go. Just, once you get his nose out, just try to slide him. Just like you used to when you were 6 years old.
Mm-hmm.
But you're not 6 anymore.
No. I'm a little older than 6 now.
Okay, see if you can get his nose out again. Got him. Gorgeous fish, Jen. You happy about that?
Yeah.
Pretty epic day, folks. Couldn't have asked for much better. We got here, we got into some of those bigger penasks that we were talking about at the beginning of the episode. 9 a.m. got into fish. There was a few prawns popping, nothing major, but they were on them pretty good. First sample showed that they were just going on them. They got heavier and heavier onto them. Fishing picked up. We ended up getting some slabs, just some beautiful fish. Yeah, just an epic day. Around 3 o'clock it slowed down. We had to relocate a few more times. Paid off for a few more fish. And then, yeah, you could tell by the sampling again, they were getting off the bugs again, back into the meat and potato stuff. The fish spread out. We started to not see them so much on the finder anymore. And hey, now it's 4:30 and like I said, can't ask for any more. So anyway, thanks again for watching. As Brandon would say, don't forget to smash the subscribe button. Hit the like button. That helps get the algorithm kicking this around to everybody so we can get more and more people watching the content and seeing what we're doing. Any questions, any ideas, any thoughts, leave them in the comments and we'll try to accommodate, try to cover topics that you guys want to see. And yeah, all in all, a great day. Thanks again for watching.